Ladies and gentlemen, you join us again from sunny Abingdon, and it is sunny. It's a warm, warm day. Let me just check. You can still hear me. You can still hear me. That's what matters. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. We're not why we're here. But you join us again to follow the Oxford Saints at home again. This time they play host to the South Wales Warriors. South Wales currently 1-2, beating Bournemouth in their first game of the season. I believe in quite a close game, beating them 13-7, losing 29-0 to the Hertfordshire Cheaters, and then losing to Rushmore 21-14. But we all know the fate of the Oxford Saints, yet to win a game. Had a close one with the Apache. But right now, they've got South Wales ahead of them, and it's going to be an absolute corker here in the SFC 1 West. Saints trying to get their win back. South Wales 2 losses in a row. And what is going on with my connection? No, that's fine. The connection's fine. Ball falls off the tee. Classic Brit ball. People are watching the comments. Tell me that you can see this, because it looks like I can. It looks like you can see me, and that's what matters. Big old camera here. Big kick by South Wales. Got by number 11 of Oxford. He runs straight for the middle. He's got. Whoa! He had some room there. I think he was one grab away. Sound could be a bit louder. Thank you very much, Chubbers. I'll get right on that.
We need to step back.
Let's see. Holiday. So, Francisco Ferreira didn't start the season as QB for the Saints, but he seems to be the starting man here. Can he keep it to get paid off? We think. But that yellow flag is on the field. Let's go to the sheets. Hopefully Steve's enjoying his holiday. I don't even know if he's the OFO, number 29, the big running back for the Saints. Has it paid off? I was handed some stats, ladies and gentlemen. Let's read out the stats. First and 5. I'm gonna let them have their flowers because they're on offense now. But last time we were here, it was a defensive showcase from the swallowed it up there. Saints seem to be having that short yardage, not ideal. So let's go into it. 4 successive defeats for the Saints. 3 at home, 1 on the road. Margin of defeat has been 4 touchdowns per game. Conceded 21. Let's go through the Saints touchdowns. What were they? Oh, Tam Soso, your hero. I'd love to see it. Saints touchdowns. 5 pass, 2 interceptions. And they're going to be looking to put some more rushing TDs on the board today, and they have a 2nd and 3. Hands to Ofo. Ofo sprinted through. Don't think it's going to be a first down, but I think it's going to be 3rd and inches manageable. No, it is going to be a first down. It's going to be a first down. Again, and when you're Oxford, you have to take the small victories. To have a first down on your first drive of the game, that's good. Hard count worked them. Opponents' TDs. 11 rushing TDs for their opponents, 7 pass, 2 interceptions and 1 punt return. Now this right here, ladies and gentlemen, when me and Mike were handed these stats, sorry, it's a bit windy, so if you hear my paper, that's what it is. Man in motion. Given to number 18 of the Saints, but 44 for South Wales. Ball is out, whistle was blown, but 44 making a big statement so far for South Wales, breaking up 2 plays in the first drive for Oxford. I will get to South Wales' team sheets because I've got my piece of paper in my hand with the stats. This is the stat which was a bit damning for the Saints. Saints score points on offense every 11 drives. 14 drives per game on average. That's not good. That is not good at all. Opponents score every 3 drives. 14 drives per game on average. You need to flip that, obviously. You need to flip it. I keep accidentally hitting my mixer. Flag on the play. Let's see what this is. I'm going to take my headphones off and move away so I can put my piece of paper down and actually get on with commentating some of the names. Oh, not what the Saints need. 76 for the Saints. Putting that ball 5 yards back. Not quite eliminating the first down, but if the Saints can do it here, seems to be that there's a constant swinging out of passes on these third downs. Ferreira looks to throw. Almost picked off by 14 of the South Wales Warriors. The SFC 1 West seems to be, it was a bit murky towards the start, but it seems to be that the Hertfordshire Cheetahs are ran away with it as the only undefeated team still left in this division. I know we've got a few Hertfordshire Cheetahs games on the schedule. If you get annoyed at how I say schedule, well then I say it how I like. Do you ever think about that? 3rd and 15 for the Saints here. No, Ofo's in the backfield. Ferreira's looking to throw. He throws an absolute dart, but that is way over the head of all the Saints on the sideline. No points for the Saints so far, but you know that's what they'll be looking for. Let's see if we can find the name of number 44, Kieran Dudson of the South Wales Warriors, breaking up a couple plays there for their defence. So imagine you're going to be hearing Dudson potentially quite a lot today. As we noted, Ferreira is normally the punter, or was normally the punter for the Saints, and it's downed by number 11 of the Saints. Ferreira, who is now the QB, was the punter for the Saints, but since last time we were here, the punts weren't spectacular. They had to put Ferreira back in as punter, but they've had some time off. Number 80 seems to be, I was about to say in the gym. You can't really punt in a medicine ball. Is it a good idea? No. So here we go. It's South Wales Warriors' first offensive drive. Let's have a look. Coach Rains, if you're watching, we don't have subtitles on. Those will be on your YouTube or Facebook. We've not put those on. Yeah, but good to have you here, Coach. Good to have Rains popping up. South Wales move it to about 7. Unfortunately, Mike's up in the booth with the camera, so I can't ask him what the official scoreline is. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to say that the Oxford Saints' strongest department is their D-line. Like, let's be honest. You've got Ben Harris. I will talk to the moon and back about Ben Harris. He's won MVP for them twice. I'd love to say that he's an MVP for us as well, but that's not of it. He's over there, other Mike. He's over there on the chains. I love him. Second and 9. Maybe someone. Not in the backfield, but like a tight end bunched around the off. And another run for South Wales. I guess what it's going to be. Stream is quite poor. In what way? I am on the Skylink. It seems to be dropping. Why is it dropping? If you hear me go quiet, I'm trying to deal with technical issues. It's a pass from South Wales over the head of 17 for South Wales. I think it's Callum O'Connor said he predicts a score here. Well, unless they pull something out on this punt. Very stop-starty. I've got no idea why. I've got no idea why. Let me try with the Skylink. Keeps buffering all the time. Get this pump return off. Gosh, that has dropped, hasn't it? Number 11's got a good return. Let me go and have a look at some things, and I'll be back with you shortly. I'm hoping that's done something.
Defense!
Oh, there we go. Just seems to be that the internet connection here in Abingdon's a bit temperamental. Hopefully that's a bit better for everyone. I've just checked the stream and it seems to be going alright for me. I'm not getting any pushback. Ferreira rolls out. Sorry about that break in action. I just had to go and check to see what the stream was saying on my phone. Is this let's get back into the action here, ladies and gentlemen. Seems to be that's going to be on the Saints. They're deep in there. They're deep. They're near the end zone. This could be very interesting for the Saints. In terms of what's going on with the video, it's like it's looking okay for me. It's not buffering. And this isn't the video on the screen which controls everything, but the actual YouTube link itself. But let's get back into it with the Saints now. They're close. Remember, they've got a great kicker in Newton Grain, but it's 2nd and 15. Almost got off 34 for the Warriors. Saw that ball coming. Number 6 for the Saints is still down. Let's see. Beautiful. Thank you, Lethal Gaming. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Keeping me in the loop. I believe that is that Mateus Greco? I don't know. I think Mateus Greco is number 6. 3rd, Newton Grain, great kicker. Would not surprise me if he's able to bang it through here. Not here. I'm sort of already going. Ferreira rolls out to the right. Let me move everything around. And it's an illegal procedure. That TD's going to be called back for the Saints. And that ball goes wide for the Saints. They don't manage to get score. I'm trying to sort it out, ladies and gentlemen. Normally we have an extra person here, so we can have someone talking whilst technical issues are fixed. We don't have this. We don't have that particular luxury today. So if it keeps up, then I will have to do something drastic. And that's not turn off the Skylink. I'm not going to turn off the Skylink. People aren't interested in the Skylink. They're interested in the football. South Wales Warriors start deep in their own half, but that's got to be heartbreaking for the Saints being able to get that ball all the way down there, but not managing to concede. It is a windier day than it looks here in Oxford. Referee stopping the play. Something's going on. (15) the QB for South Wales. He's got it in his hands. He hands it off to the right. But again, running into a swarm of Oxford Saints. absolute swarm. See, Jerry, you're right. That's been something that, you know, the commenters do bring up quite frequently. There doesn't seem to be a massive commitment to the run from Oxford, and I can say that because they're all down there, as you can see. And a pop pass to number 22, and he is dragged down by number 10, number 40 even, of the Saints. Everything's fine now, perfect. I'm not going to say anything because otherwise I will jinx it again. So I'm not going to talk about the connection. But let's see who all these people are. Dean Jackson is the QB for South Wales. Popping the ball off to, let me find him. They can't all be in number order every single week. Let's see what South Wales can cook up now. It's third and I'm going to say 4. I wish Wooly was here with me. Daniel Dacey, number 22. Jackson's looking to throw. And he dumps it off to number 11. The angle is a bit shifty for me. By the way, guys, if you want me to zoom in, tell me. I'll shut my mic off and I'll go on radio mic. So that's just for all of you there. But that is going to be enough for a first down. The angle is a bit shifty sometimes down here, and up here I'm trying to do many things at once, and my small brain boils. But it's a fresh set of downs for the Warriors. Jackson in the backfield. I can't see what number's behind him. Number 5 is behind him. It's a right up to number 5. Number 5 punches it right through the middle. Me and Mike, we say this basically every week. It's the classic adage of football. You get 3 or 4 yards of play, you win the game. And it seems to be that they're doing that now. But again, it's 2nd and 3, I'm going to say now. It's, what was it? I forget. Who was the old Kansas City head coach? He was like matriculating the ball down the field. I forget his name. Someone is about to have a go at me in the comments for that. What was his name? Anyway, Jackson's in the backfield, number 5 on his left. He popped pass against number 22. A popular play coming out of Wales. A flag down. Again, if Wooly was here, I'm sure he'd be able to give me an insight of what that potentially could have been. Potentially an out of bounds hit, but I don't think so. Yeah, Daniel Dacey there, number 22. Love a pop pass. That's the second time we've seen that out of South Wales. They must have seen something. Let's have a look at the referee. Okie dokies, that's going to be a holding on South Wales, which means that ball is heading 10 yards back. Still going to be 2nd down. One thing I do like is South Wales have got an American flag and a Welsh flag over there. I think it's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. Let's see here. Still no points on the board for either squad, as South Wales aren't quite yet at midfield. Jackson in the back, 22 in motion. Dacey in motion, he moves over to the right, he moves over to spread. People are covering. Jackson looks to throw over the head of Dacey, number 22. Over the head with do you hear the calls? Number 99, Ben Harris, just getting a bit too close for comfort for number 15 of South Wales. And that is going to bring up a third and a long 4, I'm going to say, for South Wales. They could be looking for payday here. Punch it right up the middle. There's a new back in, number 41. And it's handed off to 41. He's a big boy, but he's being pushed back I hear cheers from the Oxford sideline. Let's see where they're gonna spot the ball. Looks like South Wales have managed to get that to the 40-yard line. It looks like, but there's going to be a punt, and we've got number 11 for Oxford to return. Number 11 he's had a few good returns today. Obviously you wouldn't want to go to the house, but the yardage has been there for the Oxford Saints on these punts. A low punt, but it's got some distance. Let's see where the ref is going to stand. I'm waiting for him. That's looking to be a 30. To be fair, 37. Oxford are going to start on their 37-yard line. It's not going too badly. Again, no, I'm not going to say it. Ladies and gentlemen, I try my hardest to be unbiased, but if I'd be lying to you if I said that after covering all of these Oxford Saints games, I don't have a soft spot for the Saints. Throw in the backfield, Ofo standing next to him. Number 18 in motion, trips on the right for the Saints. Given to Ofo. Ofo seemed to have slightly lost his footing there when he tried to actually get off the ball. But a gain of 2. Gain of 2 for the Saints. It's hot on this shirt. I'm wearing a blue shirt and it's attracting the sun. Ofo in the backfield again. Spread formation. Stancom 88 on the right. K's number 13 on the right. There's a whistle, but I don't see any flags. So it could just be a referee's discussion. They're going to Oh, I tell you what, listen, that quarter went very, very fast. It's Q2. And it's scoreless. Let me flip that around. Very interesting by the internet connection. It's going really high up and then going really low down. So I apologise, ladies and gentlemen, but everything's working ahead. Hopefully you're all enjoying your bank holiday. Got a lovely beverage. Again, it's always strange because I always feel like I commentate on bank holiday Sundays. Well, I commentate every Sunday. So, that'd be why. Here we go from the Saints now. Referee have a chat with Connor Folds. Probably telling him that his cardio's poor. Every week. Every week I'll say it. Love a bit of Connor Folds. Former Lincoln Colonial. There you go. Fun fact. Here we go now. Swings it out to 36. Oh, and number 1 of South Wales slams the Oxford running back to the ground. No real gain, running very, very horizontally. Let's see what the Saints can cook up here on third and a long 7 for the Saints here. Seem to be very, very equal footing so far. Saints have got to be kicking themselves for missing that opportunity for a field goal earlier. Spread from Oxford. And it's a run. And Ofo's very, very close to that first down. He's very close. Can be interesting to see where they mark that, but that might be a 4th and 1 for the Saints. Don't quote me on that. Oh, damaging for the Saints. 2 men in motion, not allowed. And that's going to be a penalty for the Saints. They're going to be looking to do something big here because they still get that third down. Still third down. Let's see. What's going on here? They're marching back. There we go. Still third down, but that is now going to be a 3rd and 13 for the Saints. Spread formation for the Saints. Linebackers up close for South Wales. In the hands of Ferreira. Ferreira looking to throw. Stancombe. If that ball was slightly lower, that was looking very, very tasty for the Saints. Very tasty for the Saints. And we're going to see another appearance of the Saints punting unit. Sam Fielden is the punter. Remember, wasn't there starting punter, but he's back. He's gone a lot better. The punts last time we were here weren't spectacular. Punts today, it's not bad. Fielded by number 17 of South Wales. He dives it. And 17's still on his feet. He's surrounded. But he's going to go out of bounds where the Saints spotted the ball from. So the Saints are going to be backed up into their own territory. Starting on, I'm going to say, 43. 44. Close. Here we go now. What can South Wales do? Again, I feel like I'm jinxing it, but it shouldn't really matter because I'm impartial. It's a number 19. Oh, it's not Dean Jackson at QB. Oh, high snap there. QB runs out. Let's have a look there. That's my fault, ladies and gentlemen, from so far away. I thought that the QB for South Wales, number 15, Dean Jackson, but it's Alex James, number 19. Unfortunately, when all these jerseys get scrunched up, I can't normally see them. And when I get the roster sheets, it's nothing against South Wales. It's just how it goes. Normally, I don't get the positions with them. Second and 10. I'm going to expect a run here. They're matriculating the ball down the field. It's a high snap and it is a run to number 6. He goes out left. Not too much yardage. Going to say maybe 3 or 4 yards on that play. Number 6 in the backfield for the Saints. Only a 2-yard gain. What can the Saints do here? Sorry, the Warriors do here. Go to the hands of James. James rolls out right. Chased down by number 95. Just over the head of Dacey, number 22. And that is going to bring on the punting unit for the Warriors. I don't think it's so out of the realm of possibility to say that so far, as we enter Q2 scoreless, these teams are quite evenly matched. Lots of punts. Again, I feel as though that missed field goal earlier in the game is going to be something that is going to be talked about in Saints lore. if this game doesn't work out in their favour. Number 11 back to punt for South Wales. Low snap, he catches it. Good kick. Going out the back of the end zone and potentially, or I think he may have just coffin cornered the Saints. Given that the Saints are walking in that direction and they're passing that 25, oh my lord, let's see where he managed to drill that punt. And that ball looks to have gone out on the Saints' own 8-yard line. Not amazing for the Saints, but absolutely spectacular for South Wales. Pinning them very, very deep. Isaac Taylor, number 11. Take a bow. Great punt. Keeps them deep. Let's see what the Saints can do here. And it's a run by Ofo. Slams into some South Wales defenders. South Wales have had some great hits so far in this game. But that's going to be a 2nd and 5 for the Saints. Ofo managing to get them out of the danger zone. Still bad, but it's not going to be horrific for him. Ferreira got the play coming in. Would you run it here, though? So would you pass it here, though? That is the question. I'm going to go to the ice box, ladies and gentlemen. My Pepsi is still warm. I know you're not interested, but I just thought I have to commentate everything that's going on. Spread formation for the Saints. Oh, they're moving the trips. Man on the move. Ofo looked like he had blockers, but might be a loss of yardage. I see something yellow on the far sideline. I don't know if it's big enough to be a flag. I think it might just be the clip from the chains. Joe, I will certainly try and find out for you. If you give me 1 second, it might be time for a score update. Doesn't seem to be a penalty. That's definitely the clip. I've just got really, really first down. I've just got really good eyesight. But Tam, would you do it when you're backed up that far? Oxford is going to be 3rd and 7 for them. Backed up in their own end zone. They're not going to be looking and it's another swing pass in out of the hands of Ofo, but the referees call it dead. Let's have a gander at some scores. See if I can try and find you the Apache night scores. I can't see anything as of yet. If anyone knows it, have a go. But let's have a look at. Let's read some scores. We have a player down here for the Saints. Let's get out some scores. Nick Bennin, the man, Nick Bennin. Swindon 7, Ouse Valley 0 in the first half time. Oh, we're getting more. Glasgow Tigers 14, Highland Stags 13. Oh, no, it keeps going. It doesn't put it in newest. I just clicked newest. Stags 20, Glasgow Tigers 14, 4th quarter, 2-minute warning. Scunthorpe 21, Lancashire 0 in Q2. Hornets 8, Devils 0. Let's see what's going on. Lee Miners 18, 0 over the Shropshire Revolution. That's not a... Lee Miners are actually on a tear. Good. Love watching a bit of Lee Miners. Like, I can't believe this turnaround. I love it. Need more. And it's going to be not a fantastic... Oh, no. Again, there's some of the angles. And Dacey's got it, but Dacey's dragged out of bounds. South Wales starting in Oxford territory yet again, seeming to be. I'm going to say on the 30 because it's a bit. It's a bit like 40.3. So it doesn't work. But I can't find the Apache versus Rushmore score, but I'm sure it'll come in later on. Change of QB here for South Wales. Bit of a low snap. Handed off number 22 to 2, I believe. Let's have a look when he gets up. I'm waiting for him to face me. No, he's still not done it. Glenn, Kwame was supposed to be here. Apparently, unfortunately, he's having car problems. But Kwame was supposed to be. I believe, from what I've been informed, Kwame still intends on being here, but we said he's had some car problems and it's not looking good. 2 was the number for the running back. Let's try and find out who the new man's saying. Great snap. 18 just pings it through the middle. Oh! Great pass. Max Milburn is the new QB in, wearing number 18. And Daniel Abruzzi, I'm going to say, hopefully I'm not butchering that name, is the running back number 2. Milburn absolutely pinged that through the centre. Milburn's got it again. Great snap. He's looking overhead. Over the head of both number 10 and the defense for the Saints. It's getting slightly hotter. Number 2, around the back, Milburn. He's got the ball. Oh, his hand off number 2. Oh, I got faked out. I just saw Milburn get absolutely walloped. But he blocked. No, QB's blocking. Awful. It's going to be a 3rd and 11. For South Wales. See, Harriet, I thought it was a bruisey, but I didn't want to put too much on it. But thank you, but honestly, thank you for telling me. If I pronounce anyone's name wrong, please do tell me, and I will be sure to correct it. And it looks like South Wales going for the hard count there. How are you? How are you? Good. How's the car? Don't worry, guys. Kwame has just shown up, so I'm going to get Kwame kitted up, and then we'll get back into it. And I thought they were going for the hard count there, but it seems to be that South Wales seems to be moving back. Nil-nil. 0-0 in Q2. I'm going to try and fill Kwame in on what this game has looked like. Lots of punting, but very evenly matched so far. Number 18, Milburn, has just come in at QB for the Saints through an absolute dime, but it's managed to...
For the Warriors, right?
For the Warriors, yeah.
For the Warriors, yeah.
But penalties have sort of been the name of the game. 18 is back.
We're just seeing him.
Throws it out. Over the head of 10 and almost...
That's picked.
And that is picked. That's picked by the Saints number 3.
He's got on the run now.
And that is good. And realistically, that might prevent...
Speaking of the devil.
That might prevent... Oh, also, Kwame, you're really late for practice.
Oh, my word. I'm sorry. That's all I can say right now, to be honest.
He's been called out. It's good. It's good to have Kwame here while Mike's on the camera again. If you've got any sort of, come here. You're busy. Oh, you're boring. You're boring.
Get him down, get him down.
So the man who's just picked that off. Why? Why'd you do that?
Because it was fun.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Defensively, and I made it back past the point.
And he made it back past the point.
Amazing.
That's all that matters. You don't see that. You don't see other Britball live streams going and interviewing players after big plays. But again, it's back to the classic thing for the Saints. Can they capitalise on the momentum? Can they capitalise? That's the big thing. It's going to be second and
7, I give it.
Second and 7. This is the problem because Mike's not here. I'm having to guess these. Well, whatever Mike tells me about the down distance, I just believe.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got some eagle-eye vision or something, because the way he's able to just see it all the time. You know, using a quarterback, it's still Ferreira playing.
It is Ferreira. Ferreira, number 12, is the QB. He's had some balls that have been overthrown.
He's going to run this one inside.
Oh,
Get a
a
couple of
bit of
yards
a
there.
late. I don't know about that from 30. Don't know. Is there a play? Nope, he's back up. Good bit of run in here for the Saints. One thing that was being said in the comments with the Saints, as we've sort of said every time we're here, they don't rely on that run game as much as they should do. But it seems today they've been reading the comments on the sport.
Definitely. They've been working on that run game. Since I've got it, all I've seen is run, and it's got them a first down so far. So they keep doing that. Then
the closest thing to a score so far was the missed field goal by the Saints. Went very, very outright. Spread for the Saints here.
it's coming.
I believe Ofo's in the backfield. For a look at the half count. Over runs to the left.
Oh,
He's got space around the outside. And number 20 for South Wales. Trying to rip that ball out, but that's going to, again, it's difficult because it's, and that's, no. Is
He's
that
got
another first down
easily
for the Saints?
easily by a
Oh,
good few
the-
yards.
Again,
He got near to the 40, I think.
it seems to be that turnover, again, I never like to really push that, yeah, the Saints have got it, because sometimes they really don't, and I love the Saints, but sometimes they don't.
There might be Warriors fans watching. You never know.
Like I was saying, it's I definitely do have a soft spot for the Saints now that we've covered so many of their games. The South Wales are a good team, but it has been evenly matched so far. And it's another run.
Ooh.
And slammed into, but knocked backwards, but they're going to be close for a first down.
Chopping the yards up. Definitely a big gain there. First down. Mark it, 8-9 yard gain. And that's going to give them a lot of confidence. They're going to feel that they can keep doing that same run, that same play over and over again. If the Warriors can't stop the run at the middle,
It's just something that we
so the
haven't.
games are won and lost.
It's something that we haven't really seen from the Saints. So, credit to them for putting something different out there on the table. But as we saw in the Apache game, the Saints can go ahead by quite a lot, but it's can they keep their heads in it when the going gets tough. 2 men in the backfield now, that's new for the Saints.
Okay.
So you
I
got,
saw that a couple of weeks ago, but
they were trying out.
not very often. It's a little counter run.
And also,
Weaves his way and might get half a yard on that one. Might just give him
And-
first down.
if you hear any swearing, that's not us. But one thing that I did note there, which I didn't spot, in that 2-back formation, I didn't see number 12 on the field. No, Ferreira's on the sideline. I can see him. Right, well, who's a QB change here for the Saints as well?
Interesting.
There is, in fact, Warriors fans watching. Good, good.
Good to know.
I
That's
hope
good to
so.
know.
Number 10 is in at QB, and I don't have a number 10 on my sheet, so I'm going to walk over to the Oxford Saints and have a word. Number 10 runs out to the right. And that's a good bit of yardage. Seems I got it wrong. It's not number 10. It's number 18, Chris Cowley. Played for the Hearts Hurricanes.
Do you know what it is? It's because his jersey's folded over.
I said this
hard
earlier.
to see the little
I
middle of
was calling the number 15 for South Wales. I was calling him Dean Jackson for a while. Turns out he was number 19. James instead. But going to be a 2nd and 5 here for the Saints. It's going to be another run from Cowley.
He's going to tuck it and run.
And Cowley is slammed to the ground by number 8 of the South Wales Warriors. Barry keeping us informed. DC Raiders 0, Humber Warhawks 19. It's going to be seen in that division. It seems to be that Humber versus Lee could be the game to watch in that division. Because as we noted earlier, it seems to be that the Lee Miners are currently shutting out the Shropshire Revolution. So when it comes down to Humber versus Lee, it could be a great game we've got on our hands up there. I was about to say we'll try and stream it, but I don't know what date that would be on, so I can't make any promises.
We'll figure it out. They come out of the huddle now. 2 in the backfield.
Third and 2 here for the Saints. Great snap. He looks to throw it right. Stancom's got it. I don't think that's going to be enough.
He might just have it.
First down.
He might just have it. He's got it. He's got a first down.
And he has got a first down. Let's move over to the other cam. So I've got. How's that looking? Brilliant. Beautiful. So we've got commentator and user camera here, ladies and gentlemen. So if my tiny brain can't do it, but we're here now, and the Saints are on the move. The Saints are marching. And if that might be the best commentary line of the entire day. Oh, your sweets have fallen off.
Oh my.
Go Ollie!
This game seems to be. Humber don't play Lee in the regular season, different conferences. Sorry, Barry, I'm so used to Humber being in the same division as Lincolnshire Bombers. That's my fault. This game seems to be going very, very quickly as we're currently in the 2-minute warning here. But do you know why it's going quickly? Because Oxford are doing run plays. That's why it's going quickly.
Just chewing the clock out. I feel like they trust their defense, but see what the reference can do.
A low snap there. Hand off to Ofo. Not a massive amount of yards as the Warriors try to rip that ball out of the hands. I can't believe that. I can't believe Humber aren't in the same division as Lincolnshire. That's so weird. I just always sort of correlate the two. But anyway, thank you, Barry. It's weird. Gonna be waiting. Let's see. It's gonna be a timeout called.
So that will stop the clock just under 2 minutes.
Be a timeout. What's just happened? That's so weird. The network went all the way down to 1 and now it went up to 6K.
Strange.
It's been, to be fair, at the start of the stream it was going up and down. It was horrible.
Still clear for the viewer.
It's still clear for the they might have had a buffer on that one, but it's done that a few times where it goes all the way down and then shoots right back up. But it's yeah, Scunthorpe Alphas are really good. But thank you for keeping us informed, Barry. I know Scunthorpe Alphas are in Div 1, but I don't know.
I know it's somewhere up north.
It's
I
east.
I'm not too familiar with.
So here we go. It's a 2nd and 10 here for the Saints. Potentially on the 25, 26 yard line. It's a handoff to Ofo, and Ofo's wrapped up. But that's still going to be about three yards. And another timeout by Oxford. Let's see where they're going to put that.
It's going to be about a 4-yard gain.
That's a good 4 yard. That's a good 4 yard gain here. As I was discussing earlier, it's the classic. Me and Mike talk about the time. You get 3 or 4 yards to play, you win the game, and it seems to be that the the Saints have now got it in their head that they can get these 3-4 yards. 3-4 yards. One timeout remaining for the Saints.
Problem is, you don't want them to become too predictable with the runs, because then South Wales get a bit comfortable.
Well, you see,
it takes us one big stop here and
we've seen that now. They've gone back to the one back, trips on the left. Great snap. Fake to Ofo. And that had been great, but I forgot to move the camera. But you didn't miss anything because it hit the floor. I forgot what camera we're on. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The ball almost ended the hand 17. I got too into it. It's new territory here for me, ladies and gentlemen. As I accidentally tilt the camera. We caught that on camera, by the way.
4K.
Caught in 4K, his hat coming off in the wind. So here we go now. The Saints missed one earlier.
This is 32 to kick. Got number 3, Ian Hiscock to hold. And I cannot see the snapper, but I can assure you he plays for the Saints.
Beautiful. Kick is up. And the kick is good, and the Saints strike first blood with the field goal as the dying minutes of the second half. So just give Mike a second. I'm sure he's going to work his camera around Mike. But to number 1 strike first blood, this game's cooking. It's going to be an interesting second half here. It's not going to. I don't think this game's going to be a high-scoring affair, but it's going to be a good football game.
I think both teams will still have belief that they can win it in the second half.
Oh, 100%.
It's going to still be a tight game.
3 points, but I imagine the Warriors are going to go to their halftime huddle and try and discuss a way to work out that 2-back system. They obviously know that Ferreira is going to be. They were expecting Ferreira to be the man, with Ofo in the backfield. 1:36 remaining. I can hear a ref talking over there.
It's an opportunity for us to see what their return game is like.
Here we go. You got 17 and 22. We know 22. Dacey has got speed.
It's weird seeing Warriors and not associating that with London.
I was thinking about that the other day.
That's going to be a re-kick. That ball came moving.
So re-kick as the Saints kick was running up to it, the ball fell. And if you saw how that ball sort of
that was like
caught by the wind.
What was that TV character? I forgot his name. Charlie Brown.
Oh, 100%.
Charlie Brown. That was it.
Here we go, 82 to boot it off. 22-17 in the backfield for South Wales. They're not, and that's a great ball. And that is going out the back of the end zone. Fair enough. Fair enough to number 82 there.
It just flew through the air like a...
Absolutely beautiful. The wind caught it, or there was no wind at all, but he punched that through. Starting on the 20, why is it starting on the 21? Yeah, weird.
You're on the 20.
Oh, no, I know, it's just weird because like it could just be the angle again.
Yeah.
It's slightly off centre. Let's have a look. Let's move back.
So, the bloody rugby lines are confusing it as well. So they're slightly off.
So here we go now.
Hey, be smart, be sharp, don't let up.
3 timeouts remaining for the Warriors, 1 for the Saints. Low snap there. Double reverse, hand off to 25.
He's got some space now.
And he's tackled there, and that alleviates some danger. Number 50 for the Warriors. Bit of extracurriculars. There you go, and there's going to be a timeout for South Wales. You know, momentum's on their side after a big play like that.
That big run brings him up to about midfield around the 35-yard line.
Lovely bit of trickery there from the Saints. I want to move to the larger cam as we're out of the way of the rigging that's holding up the Saints' own sideline cam.
I'll tell you one thing, defending against a sort of trickery run like that sometimes can really just get on your nerves, because a lot of the time you just know what they're going to do, but you've just got to wait and see.
You saw number 95 for the Saints there. He was so close, but you could sort of see the doubt that, does this man even have the ball?
You just never know.
Number 18 back in. We know he can throw dimes. And he's going to be looking to do that again. He had a lot of time there. And it's picked off by number 5 of the Saints. And he's running for the sideline. And he fumbles the ball. And it's recovered. I don't know.
I think South Wales has that.
I think South Wales has that as well.
That was horrible.
How do you feel about watching that?
As a defensive back, I'm fuming. First of all, whatever he was doing after he picked the ball off, and then to go fumble it back, it's just nah.
That's madness. And all that's done is given South Wales a bit more yardage and a fresh set of downs.
That is ridiculous.
Number 5 for the Saints. Your half time is about to be rough. So
it is. If I'm that guy, I'm picking off the ball and I'm thinking, let me take this to the house. Let me end the half here and there.
So according to my sheet, that's Matt Parker. You're about to have the worst half time of your life. Milton's back. Then it's going for that double reverse again, and 25. Saints didn't really bite on that, and number 95 redeems himself by getting that tackle, not allowing South Wales to get a first down.
Keeping them in bounds as well, so the clock keeps running. I think they're running a hurry-up offense.
They certainly are.
No huddle.
No time for replays here. Milcom ready to receive again. He's looking to throw. He's looking at 6. He was looking at 6 the whole way. Out of bounds, but not a first down.
It's going to be a healthy gain of about 6 or 7 yards, though.
It very well could be that South Wales are potentially going to be looking to tie this game up going into the half. Yeah. I still can't believe that what happened on that.
I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless.
I know we got number 3. We got his thoughts. I don't want to get number 5's thoughts about what happened. I think he'd probably swear. I'd swear if I was him.
I think the only thing he can do as redemption is take one to the house.
He's got to pick it up. He's got to do it again.
On this drive.
And Milcom pops it to 25. That pop pass for South Wales is something that they've utilised. Let's see.
It's going to be 4th and short here.
It's going to be 4th and short here for South Wales. I mean, you're going to go for it.
You've got to go for it.
They've called the timeout. Have you ever heard of a play called Hail Mary? Because I think we're about to... With no timeouts left for the Warriors on a 4th and 2.
Do you know, I don't think I've ever seen a Hail Mary live work with my very own eyes.
Oh.
So if this comes off...
Here we go. Milcon's looking to throw. And this...
Definitely not.
And that's not enough for the Saints, and the Saints get the ball back. I can't imagine that there's going to be much time on the clock. I can't see Ferreira coming back onto the field. I'm going to look for number 12. Kwame has something in his eye. I'm going to give you the play-by-play on Kwame getting something out of his eye as the Saints take the field.
Wait, I've got 2 feet in bounds.
Huh?
I've got 2 feet in bounds, mate.
Huh?
I've got 2 feet in bounds. I'm still
And
good.
it's all
I'm
good.
good now. I'm good.
Miners leading Revolution as of 48 minutes ago. Again, this is it. Like I love seeing like the comeback of the Lee Miners. Lee Miners. It's really annoying. I really did think that Humber were in that div, and it's weird to think that they're not. I know I've said that before, but it's true. I always think of Humber and like Lincoln is. Oh, it's Humber. It's Humberside. Let's see what's. Number 18 looks to throw. He thought about it, and it's broken up by 21 and 34 of the South Wales Warriors. That was close. That was close.
I think this whole sequence of play has just been baffling for me, to be honest. Ever since that pick and the fumble, I think like the rest of the half is almost
sort of inconsequential at this point. It's ready to go. Like the Warriors have got no timeouts left. Like I guess this is the Saints really trusting Cowley. I'm going to say quote unquote new QB, but the new QB for this game. They're trusting him to be able to pull something off here. Otherwise, why not just run it? Just run the clock out. You're up, and you're not gonna risk it, because obviously South Wales are going to be very aggressive going into the half. Saints coming out quick. Spread formation for him. Cowley looking to throw. Swarmed by a couple of South Wales Warriors. He breaks through. He breaks through and just barely tripped up. And it seems to be that there's a flag on the play. Oh, no, there's a flag, and the white hat ref is. The whistle's in his mouth. So this might be the flag's going back in his pocket. So I don't.
This could be the end of the half, because people are taking their helmets off.
That's it. The white hat ref signalled for timeout, but he didn't blow his whistle. There was a flag down from the sideline judge. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. The Saints might have a. The Saints have got one more play.
I think they thought it was half time. They started to walk. Both sides started to walk off the field, and because of the flag, there's going to be an untimed down.
There's going to be an untimed down,
for
but
Oxford.
It seems to be an Oxford, a false start at Oxford. Players have already sort of taken their helmets off. What would you do here? Like, both teams sort of, like their minds are now in half time. You could have a deep shot here, just, a South Wales switched on. Do they know they're about to, or are you just going to kneel it out? I mean, I'd have a deep shot because it'd be really funny.
At this level, yeah. Considering the score, considering it's one play, considering their record, yeah.
All you've got to do is
run
make
the
sure.
play action.
All you've got to do is make sure it's not a pick six.
I'd run the play action.
I'm looking at Ferreira now, and he seems to be limping, and his pads are off. So I thought maybe it was a scheme change, but it very well could be that Ferreira's just out of the game.
Could be an injury.
I'll go and find out for you at half time. So Cowley's in.
Double bunch. Spread. Snap. Screen.
It's pinged out to 11. And just swallowed up by South Wales.
I see the idea behind that play. I see the number 11. He's got some skill, and if he was able to get past the first guy pretty easily, I mean, it's almost a foot race from there. So.
And there we go. That's the end of the half. That's what I'm saying. Chris Cowley is a receiver. On my books, he's a receiver, but I just didn't know if it was due to the double back. They were just having a scheme change for them, and Cowley was the guy. Didn't realise that Ferrer was injured. I'll go and catch up with him at half time. Oh, Coach Russ keeping us informed. Chris Cowley, ex-cheater who had played at QB on occasions. Oxford moved him from slot to QB. See, that's why I like Coach Russ, keeping us informed. We knew he was a guy from Hearts.
Interesting. Thank you, Coach Russ.
But here we go. The Saints are up only by 3. Only by 3.
Here he comes.
We're going to go and have a word with him. What's wrong with you? Why are you not playing?
Ribs.
Ribs, there you go. Just ribs. That's the end. That's the statement.
He ate some ribs and now he's got
he's eating too many ribs.
Barbecue tender.
Yeah, just making sure you're okay. But the Saints are up. It's not. It's don't get me wrong, listen. It's not by a bunch, but the Saints are up in what is extensively a very, very close game, I think. As we've got the man down from the camera, you've been watching. Mike, what do you think? I think this game's pretty close.
Yeah, Oxford have seemed to come out fighting. It's a good running game. They've gone to the 2-back set now. Francisco's out. That's working well with the option and the QB keepers. So, yeah, looking promising for them. I know it's only 3-0, but I think it's the first time we've seen them lead this season.
No, we did see them lead against the Apache.
Sorry, yes, we did.
We certainly did. But what happened in that game? They didn't manage to come away with the win. So we're going to let you go to the fridge, go to the kettle, go to whatever you want. It always seems that we commentate these games on a bank holiday, so I tell people, you don't need to get a hot drink, you can get yourself a cold drink made with hops. But we're going to go through some of the scores before we leave you for half-time. Scunthorpe 48, Lancashire 0 in Q3 for them. And it's a draw up in Scotland. Tigers 20, Highland Stags 20. Let's have a look. What's going on here? 2-minute warning for half-time in the London Hornets versus the Norwich Devils. 16-6 for the Hornets. Coach Russ keeping us informed. Last he heard it was 9-0 for the Rushmore Knights over the Apache. Barry keeping us informed. Romans 34, Knights 0. At the half in Ouse Valley versus Swindon, it's 14-0 to the Storm. Doncaster 14, DC Presidents 0. Olympians 50, Spartans 0.
Half-time.
At half-time, very good. Jen keeping us informed. Staffordshire Surge 20, Crew Railroaders 0. And I think that is going to be it. Apart from Gareth keeping us one more we got. Let me just see someone. Yeah, and the last one we've got, this was from an hour ago, but you're going to keep it in mind. Lee Miners 18, Shropshire Revolution 0. A lot of zeros on the board today. Very, very interesting. Could be the hot weather. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to leave you for half time. So get yourself a cold drink, get yourself a warm drink. Sit on your hammock, enjoy the sun, and we will be back in Abingdon a little bit later on. Oxford Saints 3, South Wales Warriors 0. and gentlemen, you join us back here in Abingdon as we approach the second half of the Oxford Saints and the South Wales Warriors. So they enter Q3 when I change it on.
Now it's officially Q3.
Beautiful. Oxford are taking the field. They're going to be kicking it away to the Warriors here. 3-0 the score here in Abingdon. The Saints looking to get their first win of the season. And if the game ended right now, they'd have it. But the Saints have got to play another half of football to leave Abingdon. And I can guarantee you that with a win here on a bank holiday, whoever wins is probably going straight to the pub.
Definitely. Give them some big confidence here to see if their defense can hold up. First I see their kicking team.
17-22 back for the Warriors. Great ball. Straight into the hands, number 17 for the Warriors. He's sprinting to the right. And he's going to have a good bit of yardage. They're probably going
past the 30-yard line.
Yeah, not too bad. Not the worst thing that could have happened to the Saints.
Yeah, the Warriors will feel good about that. Get the nerves out, start the second half just the way they've kind of finished the first with a strong run game. But now it's an opportunity for them to just sort of claw their way down the field and see if they can put one on the board.
So, we're being told this by Ryan Sharkey, 26-23 at half-time in the Miners Shropshire Revolution game, which means Shropshire Revolution have scored 23 ounce points. Let's get away from that and let's get back into the action here in Abingdon. South Wales go for a run straight off the bat. Not a massive amount of yardage. Ben Harris there diving straight at the quarterback, even though he didn't have the ball. Bless him. Good old 99 for the Saints.
So it happens when you run a lot of misdirection. You're going to get hit if you don't have the ball.
So let's see I'm still waiting for and we're still waiting for the yardage. There we go. Gain of about 3 for the Warriors there. There seems to be an issue with the down marker. We've got 2 people attending to it right now. If I get there fast enough, we can interview them. What's going on? 3, 4. 4 people now looking at this.
Do you know what? Just give it a shot at Torrid, it'll be all right.
You're really testing our ability to vamp here. What's Ferreira doing? Let's see what Ferreira's doing. They're still doing.
He's offering
So
coffee
Ferreira
to his
is
mate.
got something in his hand.
He's got someone coming down the stairs.
He's giving
they've
something
met
to
each other at the
someone. Looks like a
fence.
camera. Ferreira looking like he.
Looks a bit suspicious, like he's walking away.
He does look a bit suspicious, like he's walking away.
Now the guy hands the package to someone else. The guy in the Eagles top now, he tucks it away in his bag. Smells his hand.
Bit weird. Having a drink of some water. Could be vodka in it. It's a bank holiday.
You never know.
And Ferreira is gone into the building to do what we don't know. But he's
Possibly
handed off a package.
donate a number 2. If he comes back with a number 10 jersey, then we know exactly what he's done.
Unbelievable stuff. And it looks like that. Yep, there we go. We're back here. We're back here in Abingdon for the football game that is happening right now. South Wales had a gain of about 3 or 4. High snap. Handed off to, I'm going to say that's number 6 for South Wales.
Big run
and big run, big push. Dragging Oxford Saints.
He's going to make it 3rd and short there. You can definitely see on the sideline there's a lot more confidence on the South Wales sideline. They're going to feel like they can do something this drive, so it's up to the Oxford defense to really hold them out.
So also going on today. There we go. It's bounced back up. I'll try and get the score for the GB Women's versus Germany game going on. I imagine it's over now. It started at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock our time. And it's a 3rd and inches here for the Saints. I thought they got that. Handed off to number 6 again. He's going to have it. And number 6.
Makes a hurdle. And he's going to get dragged down by number 40 there.
Number 6 is a big man.
It's a tough man to break down when he's running at you. But he gets him down to the 39-yard line.
I'm going to try and grab a name for you. This number 6. Trying to find. Number 6 is Joshua Hughes. Oh, 23-22 to Germany. Oh, that's damaging. Oh, we got a QB on the man on the move. That's another big chunk of downs. South Wales is cooking off. Thank you, Harry. Oh, I can't believe that. Oh, 23-22 to Germany, the GB women's score. That's mad.
Is that full time? No?
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's mad.
tough game.
Damn. Now, I think we've already announced it. We'll get a graphic up. Going June 10th, I'll be taking the equipment to the north, so everyone can stop complaining. I mean, you still will. But to go and stream the Leeds Chargers versus the Birmingham Lions and the Edinburgh Wolves versus the London Warriors. 2nd and 2 here in Oxford or Abingdon.
Number 5 got feathers on his cleats. Anyways.
And it's another run, and that's big. 2 has got space for the Warriors.
That's going to be a 1st and goal. 1st and 10 just outside.
Just outside.
Oh, they might give that as 1st and goal.
A Bruzy there getting the ball into maybe the best position the Warriors have had so far in this game. Seems to be that the Saints are not prepared for this run game. Let's hand it off to him again. Gonna have 4. It's again, we talk about it. We've spoken about it multiple times. 3 or 4 yards of play. Just give us 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, as we try and figure out the camera. We're going to try and get a better camera angle for you with the ref not in the way. The ref's just doing his job. Here we go. Into the hands of QB. 18 looking to throw. And they're going to call that incomplete. In and out of the hands, number 11 seemed to bounce off the floor. That's going to be a 3rd down and about 7 for the Warriors, but they are deep in the end zone of the Saints. The Saints would hate to concede on the first drive of the second half. Hughes, number 6, is in the backfield. You know he can punch it through the middle. And it's going to be a QB keeper. And big number 70 of the Saints manages to drag him down. We have got a flag on the far sideline. Don't know what it's going to be here, but that was thrown after the play. But that was... We're going to have a look. We're going to have to wait for the ref's decision here. We don't know what it is. Because it was through that large mass of people. I haven't got a clue, ladies and gentlemen. We'll figure it out in a second. I'm waiting for the ref to give the signal here. I think so is everyone else.
Do the refs know we're waiting for them?
I Yeah, Mike's come down and he's ruined it. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on here. Let me have a look at my thing. No, that's working. That's working. Hello, 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 hello. Hopefully that's a little bit better. It's still not coming up on my end. Am I working? Hello, hello, hello. High ball, and that goes nowhere for the South Wales Warriors. Hello, hello, hello. There we go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just having to fix something with the old mixer, but we are back. So what that seemed to be an unnecessary roughness on South Wales. Put them back to a 4th and 17. They did not manage to convert. Big coup there. Thank you, Coach Russ, for keeping us in. I'm also going to lower my decibel. Let's put it back to where it was. There we go. Back to that single back formation. Trips on the right for the Saints. Low snap. Cowley throws it out. Caught by 17. But swarmed by the Warriors. Warriors trying to rip that ball out. Thank you, Coach Ross. Hello. There we go. Is it still quiet, guys? I might be having a bit of delay with the comments. Hello. There we go. Oh, we just got hope and prayer, I think.
Is it low for both of us, or is it low for just for Tebs?
I had to swap something with the mixer. This should be all gravy now. Yeah, Coach Russ says it's back on, and I'll go with what Coach Russ says. Number 88 on the move. Low snap again. 18 pings it. What a catch by Kays. What a catch by Kays. And I think that I think let's see if that is going to be a first down for the Saints. Beautiful, beautiful.
Move those chains.
Move the chains.
Game.
We're going to swap back to the old sky cam now. Hopefully Mike's going to move it slightly so we don't have this big flagpole in the way.
There is a receiver behind that pole.
Another low snap. But into the hands of 88. And the passing game, something that I noticed when I was having a discussion with some Saints players earlier. When Ferreira came in for Peel, the offense started moving. Now that Cowley's coming for Ferreira, the offense is moving.
Mm-hmm. It's a change. You know, I think like these guys have trained with this quarterback, but the other teams don't have film on them. So maybe it's a bit tougher for the defenses to adjust. Something small, but you know. Fundamentally, you're doing the same thing, but each quarterback's going to come with their own little pocket of tricks.
Cowley looking to throw. Tipped.
Right.
Oh, what the hell?
Motion to the right. They're going to snap it. 18 in the pocket now. Throws a quick one to 29. It's incomplete. They went for the screen. It was just too hot for the hands of the receiver.
It's my fault.
Third and 10. And they're going to run for it. You get a bit of space outside, and he's going to be broken down, taken down around about the same spot. A couple of yards, 3 yards, 2-3 yards. They're going to bring out the punt team.
Willie, have you still got the power bank?
Low snap. Good punt. They get that away. They're going to let that bounce. That's going to be relatively deep into South Wales territory there. As their offense comes on to take the field. That looks like it's spotted just outside the red zone there. It looks like they've gone with a relatively tight formation. 2 receivers out to the right. The snap comes in. Quarterback is looking, hands it off, and there's a run up the middle for a healthy gain there. And they're going to move those chains for a first down. First and 10 now. They're going to run it out to the right now. He's got a bit of space. He's got a lane, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. They're about a 5-yard gain roughly, and that brings up second and medium, maybe about 4 yards or so.
I think we just got to not worry about it.
High snap here, hand off to the running back, and he's going to be swallowed up in the backfield. Just no way he could go there. Oxford are right on that with the D-line. And that's going to bring up third and long.
I'll put it to this, if it was the start of the game, I'd be worried.
Because it's still a tight game. If it was like 51, 52,
It's not dropping too bad.
yeah, big finish, but as the quarterback rushes out the pocket to avoid being hit and throws one out to 22, and he caught it, but that's not going to be enough for a first down, and it's going to be fourth and about 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I just had to deal with some technical issues.
South Wales are going to punt here, and this is number 11 to punt and number 7 for Oxford Saints to return. Slow snap.
Great ball.
Sailed through the air, and that's going to go out about the 30-yard line roughly.
Curving right, hitting a photographer as well.
That one there, unsportsmanlike conduct.
The scary thing about this game is the touchdown will put South Wales ahead by obviously 7. That's how it works. But that could win the game.
Oh my. Some more technical difficulties are happening. Meanwhile, Oxford's offense is going to come on. We are in 2-back set here. Same formation again. Damn, they're on the 39-yard line. 38.
Hard count again there for the Saints.
As the quarterback rolls out, sees who's open, launches one, and that's going to be picked off, but it's not really going to count, but he's going to enjoy the ball for a bit.
What a series of events.
Interesting sequence there. Oxford are still going to have the ball, but I mean,
you saw Cowley being a bit panicked there as Wales players got in his face. It seems to be with this.
I mean, you've got about 2-3 guys there coming in your face. You expect them to stand there and take it.
But it's one it seems to be that whenever you see teams get a free play, a lot of them don't really know what to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for that 5-yard gain. They don't realize that you can.
Honestly, you get a free play, send it deep.
Yeah.
Send it deep.
It seems to be like they just get it and they're like, I'll take that 5 yards, not realising that the defenders who are switched on are about to run at your QB full speed.
Yeah.
2 back again for the Saints.
A lot of the time as a defence, don't give up that deep play, but if it's a flag out.
Nofo's
Ofo's
running. Strange, Ofo stepped right, but he cut left, hard left, like looking to the South Wales sideline.
Like he was trying to run to Wales.
Yes. How quickly do you think you could run to Wales, walk to Wales?
Depends where I start. If I'm on the border, maybe.
If I'm on the border, 3 days. 3 days. But that's going to be a loss of yardage for the Saints. It's going to be, what are you saying, 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7?
2nd and 7, yeah. 2nd and a long 6 or a 7.
Yeah. Love you, Mike. James Harris keeping us informed. Dreadnoughts are up by 40 plus. Not really a surprise.
Little screenplay, and that's going to be juggled and dropped. That's a live ball.
That's a live ball.
And it's on his back.
And number 80 is lying on top of it. That's an amazing play. He just...
I mean, what a recovery with the spine, I guess. Spinal recovery.
We have seen a spinal recovery.
It's the first time I've ever seen that in American football.
I've seen a butt fumble, butt interception, but I've never seen a spinal recovery.
And we got it on camera.
But it's going to be third and 14, 15 for the Saints here.
I think these running backs on the screens need to be careful with their ball security and their catching skills as well, because there's a few of them that have gone missing and gone wayward and potentially have been live balls, so South Wales are definitely going to be looking at that. They're going to be looking at the screens as opportunities to take the ball away and get a real turnover and a takeaway from that.
Here we go, 3rd and 14.
Backs against the wall now for Oxford. Low snap. Another screen. Oh, and
Ofo survives it, but he's deep in his own end zone. He's running around. He's running to the South Wales sideline.
He's gone in the circus. The carousel is out, and he's going to get. I think he's going to gain a yard.
I think he did. All that running to gain a yard, but
right, 35 yards of running to.
But the punting unit comes back onto the pitch.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go. You just got to Wow.
See, this from I play centre, so I don't.
I've been in that position. I've been on
And-
both sides of that position, so I.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that is the winner. We're in the fourth quarter of this game.
That went by quick. At that half time, I was thinking, you know, the floodgates are going to open at the start of the second half. We're gonna see touchdown after touchdown after touchdown, but you know, it's been.
But this game is still spicy. It's 3-0.
I don't think I'll see many punts today.
This is a football score, ladies and gentlemen. I don't mean American. I mean the old domestic football. 3-0 as it stands. South Wales.
This
getting
is
ready
like
to receive.
This is like Liverpool versus West Ham going into the dying knock into the game.
This is it. 1 quarter left. 3-0 for the Saints. Very, very interesting. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for snacks. Don't mind me.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this game is going very interesting. Obviously, to come this far, the Saints don't want to have their heart broken yet again. Call him over.
Chris!
And here we go now, the Saints ready to punt it away. 80 gets a boot on it, but that ball is...
sideways punt, and that's going to bounce favourably for South Wales. Stays in bounds, though, and that's going to be just around about the 34-yard line for their offense to take over.
It's one of these things where, because that ball was coming directly towards us, I thought that ball was just high.
Coach Russ with the Can Oxford hold on to this lead for the win.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Again, we've been here before when the Saints have had the lead, and that lead was a 14-point lead over the Apache, but they didn't manage to take that into the fourth quarter. We sort of done it. First quarter was Apaches, second and third were the Saints, but that fourth quarter belongs to the thing. Because on our stat sheet, get ready for this, for a stat for the Oxford Saints, this season they have not scored a point in the fourth quarter.
Oh my.
So...
it's because they're wearing Spurs colours, that's why. If there's any Tottenham fans watching, I'm not sorry.
Let's hand it off to
Hand off to number
Hughes.
6. So, can they hold on to this lead for the win? Find out on the next episode of Sport Tank Z.
And by that I mean we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. But Hughes again for the Warriors. It's just ball down the field.
We
down
will
the
get
field.
to the final whistle.
Ladies and gentlemen, a fly just flew into my face. Terrible.
Happened to me in the first half and I went into my eye. Had to...
Hand it off to 6 again, and it's that reverse again.
Oh, he's got some space now. Oh, and he's turned the guy inside out and gets brought down just around about with 2 yards to go for a first down. Should I say 2 yards short of a first down?
Daniel Dacey, number 22 there. He has got the speed. It's going to be a 3rd and 4.
4? What are you guys looking at?
3rd and 3?
I was going to say 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the ref.
Okay.
3rd and 2 or 3 is definitely another quarterback. That's number 19 now. That's incomplete. It's broken up. A flag comes in there. Pass broken up by Michael Bird, intended for, I couldn't see who it was intended for. Number 10 of the South Wales Warriors. Who's that guy from Star Wars that does the scream?
I don't know.
That's what that guy sounds like.
Oh.
I don't know what. Anyway.
So Alex James, number 19 for the Warriors at QB. Again, flag is waved off.
Sometimes these referees get a bit trigger happy, you know. Sometimes I haven't thrown my flag for a while. Let me just.
So Michael, tell me this. Do you know that they've actually got 2 flags?
Yeah, I heard about that thing.
And one's like for distances.
Yeah, one's for, they've got different weights in them.
Hughes in the backfield.
I can't remember where I found this out. I was watching one of these streams.
You know what it is?
You learn something new every
We'll
day.
watch this play and then we'll keep talking about flags. James has got it. James is going to take off. And he runs into number 99, Ben Harris, who swallows him up. And this is big for the Saints. The Saints need to not get too cocky. It's 3.
Their defense.
You're up by 3.
Their defensive. Chewbacca, that's the guy.
Chewbacca. So, also, I didn't realise this. Apparently, the flags are all like they have to get them from like a specialty retailer as well.
Mhm.
I didn't realise that. Reagan Pritchard. He does sound like Chewbacca.
Oh, I'm so glad you guys can hear that as well. Because I thought I was the only one.
Yeah, I didn't realise that like they're not just like bits of fabric cut out with weights in them. They are actually specially made referees.
Specially made, like, I thought about getting some, you know. Do you know, I might just get myself a challenge flag. If I disagree with what someone says, I'll just chuck a challenge flag out there.
And here we go. Cowley throws it. Whistle blown. I don't see any flags.
Can you imagine that? Manager at work, you're fired. Challenge flag.
I challenge. Actually, why don't people do that more often? Just have a challenge flag. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty on full start for the Saints. Not how you want to.
Not how you want to start. It's almost as if, you know.
Not how you want to come back off the pitch after a defensive stand.
Offense have got guns with backward facing barrels.
Low snap again. Cowley looks to throw.
Caught.
Bobbled by 89. I'm gonna go on a limit. I'm not Wooly, but I think I may get him back to their original line of scrimmage, or potentially close, or otherwise I
don't think they got any. I think they got, just back to the line of scrimmage.
I was talking original line of scrimmage. Seems to be some personnel issues on the Saints. That people coming off, people going back on.
I think he's just going to get the play. Well, he's going off. He's going to get the play. He's on defense.
So here we go. 2nd and 14 for the Oxford Saints. Connor Folsom does need to sort the snapping out, sort of. They're a bit low. Another low snap from Folds. Cowley dumps it off to 88.
He's going to get at least a couple of yards, bring him back to the original. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now.
Certainly is.
And I think this is the problem that we've seen with, mostly with Oxford. I mean, South Wales have had a few issues as well, but mostly with Oxford offense is that they've shot themselves in the foot on 1st down or 2nd down and had to claw themselves out of a mess. So rather than having, converting on 2nd downs and maybe having 3rd and shorts, they've got a lot of 3rd and longs to deal with, and it's almost, throwing, I don't know.
Great snap from Fold. Cowley rolls out. He dumps over to 11. 11 just managed to tip it, and so close from number 8 of the Warriors there, almost getting his hands on it.
It just seems like Oxford's offense is really starting to panic,
do you know what I've heard? Oxford are going for a field goal right now. Okay.
I mean, they could, if they get this, it's 6. South Wales are still in the game. They could return the next kick. They got a good return game.
So it looks like number 20 for South Wales is going back, not to receive, but just in case it goes a bit short. The wind is blowing towards that field goal.
The wind is strong because a couple pylons have been knocked over.
Let's have a look.
See if he has the distance. I'm going to get a better
I don't
view.
know about this. And it's blocked. And that is the exact opposite of what was wanted. Thankfully for the Saints, they managed to dive on it, but that is going to set up for some good field position for the Warriors.
That's number 3, Ian Hiscock, again with the dive on the ball. He's been mentioned a few times.
But the thing is that was the risk really worth it now that you're about to have
terrible field position?
Great field position for the Warriors now. Was
in
it
a
worth
situation like that, do you go for a pooch punt and try to pin it inside the 10 or inside the 5 and hold them to drive an entire field and trust your defense to get the ball back or make a pick and not fumble it this time?
James at QB, Hughes at running back. Ladies and gentlemen, in the comments, tell us what you think. Goes to Hughes, runs left. He's a big,
Here comes the train.
and he is brought down by number 54 of the Saints.
Dean Bryan there.
Hughes is very impressive because he's exactly what you want. He's an old school running back. He's just big, but he's not. Again, can we just remove here? He's not massively tall, but that's exactly when you want that low centre of gravity.
Number 54 there for Oxford Saints, Dean Bryan. He's been playing for the Saints for probably as long as since I was in nappies. So the snap comes in, they hand it off to number 6 again. A guy misses and Dean Bryan himself makes the tackle, just as I spoke.
See, Coach Russ, that's what I want. That's why I want this feedback. Coach Russ saying, why didn't you pump for the corner?
I agree, Coach Russ.
Luke Malhan, I think it's former Lincoln Colonial now, played at the Saints last year, I believe. You can correct me on that. I don't think that was a smart decision either, if I'm completely honest.
I don't think it was
With all due respect, we're playing Brit ball. If you can make kicks like that, then
you won't be playing Brit ball.
You wouldn't be playing Brit ball.
I mean, to be honest, like in hindsight, if he'd made the kick, then we'd be like, oh, it's a brilliant decision.
No,
you know,
100%.
but obviously
But that's
it's a
playing
chance.
football, isn't it? That's being a coach.
You know.
3rd and inches here. Hughes on the left. I expect this to go to Hughes. It's a throw out.
Oh, he's got so much space. Where was the corner? He gets the first down comfortably. I mean, he was able to crip walk out of bounds.
Here we go, James Harris. Baffling decision to try a field goal. Punt out of bounds inside the 15, and you're laughing. South Wales haven't made that many yards. They won't drive 80 plus yards for the win. James agreeing that it maybe not. I'm not here to say anything about the coaching. I tell you what, Lisbon, the wind is picking up here in Abingdon.
Anything can happen. We're in the 4th quarter. Legs are getting tired.
Look,
you know.
exactly, and it's a
Another one of these misdirections. They want to run a lot of these plays.
And 25 gets brought out of bounds. Maybe a gain of 4 or 5.
Number 40 again with the tackle, and you can see with the style of the tackle, with the wrap up and slam him out of bounds, they're starting to get fed up with these runs. He's like, get the hell out of here.
But Kwame is absolutely right. It's a 3-0 game. And until the final whistle blows, this game is not being won by the Oxford Saints.
Honestly, I think in basketball terms, this is 1-0. In football terms, this is like half. No.
And a throw from James, and that's going to be a first down. That's going to be a first down for number 10. A beautiful ball, and this is starting to get, and I believe, classic terms. This is squeaky bum time for the Saints. Warriors are on a roll. Not going to be a first down. Huh, I really thought he crossed that first down pylon. But it's going to
crunch time. Real crunch time. I've been in a 3-0 game before, but it was a last-minute field goal, so that was tense. But
Oxford's defense is strong. The number 2 runs in the middle.
gets a good run up the middle. Gets some good yards there, and he gets the first down and then some, plus an extra few yards. Brings him up just outside the 20. I think. About the 25-yard line, if my eyes are looking at the right stuff.
I feel like that field goal, if this drive ends in points for South Wales, they're going to be looking at that decision.
I'll be looking at the field goal, definitely. The block. Whoever got that block there is going to get themselves a drink or a piece of cake or
both.
Some cakes or
Both.
some drinks. But there's definitely some touchdowns remaining in this game.
It's going to be a throw. James throws it out high.
And just in and out of the hands of that receiver there.
I saw
it's almost identical to the one we saw a couple of weeks ago at Warwick Bournemouth.
So there's a man down.
Into the corner and then
Second and 10 here for the Warriors. See, it's one of those things. This hasn't been a bad game, but I feel like the best of this game is still yet to come. Because let's say South Wales even this up. Okay, well, the Saints got to go down. The Warriors got to go down. We've already had one draw with Highland and Glasgow today, finishing on 20-20. This game ends 3-3.
This game is a real dogfight. You know that there's sort of Premier League teams that are battling to stay up, trying not to go down. It's almost like a real relegation 6-pointer. One of these teams might be thinking, if we win this could be the game that keeps us up.
I'll tell you what, I don't normally watch normal football, but I watched Luton versus Coventry last night. That was a great game of football.
Have you seen Luton's home stadium?
No.
So imagine a row of like houses, like Victorian terrace houses, and then you've got an entrance to a stadium. Like, do you know what?
Okay.
Let me get the picture out.
I've not seen it. I used to live in Coventry, and I had some friends there who'd be really happy if they got promoted. So that's why I was watching it.
If you're still watching, if you're on this right now, always go on your phone, Google Luton's stadium. What's it called? Kenilworth Road. Google that and look up the Oak Road stand entrance, because that is just something.
So here we go. 2nd and 10 here in Abingdon. Still 3-0 to the Saints. South Wales want to put some points on the board. And it's going to be a run from Abruzzi.
Oh, he's going to get some yards there.
And he's being pushed
He's
by
close
90.
to a first down. And
It's going to be interesting to see where they mark that, but that looks... And the referee...
looks like they're going to mark it almost a 9-yard gain.
Oh, no way.
That's someone's house above there.
That's mad. I thought you were joking. That's actually... Yeah, so... Genuinely, ladies and gentlemen.
The stairs to get into the stands. You've got to go past someone's back garden.
That's actually hilarious. So I thought he got further than
my
that, but it's going to be a 3rd and 2. It's a run for Abruzzi
He
again.
definitely hands it up the middle. They're swarming it.
And he
Oxford
swarms it,
sideline
and
is
that's
cheering. It
gonna
looks like they
bring-
might have stopped it.
That's going to bring up a critical 4th down here.
Crunch time, 4th down here.
This is very, very interesting. Are you South Wales? Are you going to... Do you have the kicking potential?
I'll give that, 4th and 2. Do you know what? If I'm South Wales at this point, I'm going to really try and... If I'm their coaches, I'm really trying to stuff it down their throat. Do we have a kicker?
Well, here we go. No, they're going for it here. They're going for... So this is 4th and 3. This could be the Sport Tank turning point. Let's hand it off to Hughes.
And he gets the first down. He's got that comfortably, and he's going to be down to the 10-yard line.
And that is big. Kenilworth Road was the home ground for the Luton Flies in the 1980s.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
Who are the Luton Fly? Do they play American football?
Yeah, they were the American football team back in the day.
So is there a team in Luton right now? What's the closest team to Luton now?
Potentially Hughes Valley,
Maybe
I think. I'm sure that people watching, if there's any teams closer to Luton, I don't really know what Luton's... I know Luton's close to Bedford, but I don't really know what's on the other side of Luton. It'd all be like London teams, no?
It's not far from Milton Keynes.
So it'd be Hughes Valley then.
And then the other side of Luton is like St Albans, but there's nothing. Hertfordshire Cheetahs, I guess, arguably.
Potentially.
I think Hughes Valley might be closer. No, because
Nice.
Hughes Valley's sort of Bedfordshire, isn't it?
Yeah. To be fair, I grew up in Bedfordshire.
I don't know. Someone will get a map up.
Yeah.
and
I grew up
write
in
the
Bedfordshire, and I
comments.
think I've only ever been to Luton like 3 times. And one of those was to go to the airport. Basically,
That's the only reason why.
that's the only reason people go to Luton.
Oh man. Honestly, I don't think I've been to Luton for any other reason other than to go to the airport or I was driving through Luton to get somewhere else.
No, yeah, I was definitely driving through Luton to get to somewhere else. Player is up.
So the markers are still there. So
Actually, hang on a second.
it's
I
a first.
think the player in question might be number 6, might be Hughes, and if
That's 60. No, that's the line. 67.
no,
I think.
6 in front of him. But Hughes is off.
Interesting. Number 2's on. Interesting.
That could be a loss for him. Let's see. Here we go. This is going to be a handoff to number 2.
Run up the middle there. A B-gap run maybe.
Abruzzi, number 2, getting some yardage there. They're not too far from
Hearts is
getting...
closest. Ninja GS.
Hearts is
Hearts is
closest.
closest to Luton.
Crunch time. We've seen the Saints do goal line stands before, and they're going to need one now.
Then Aylesbury Spartans. Okay, I don't think I've heard of Aylesbury Spartans, you know. Aylesbury Spartans are pretty close to Luton. Because Aylesbury is like...
What's Aylesbury Spartan then?
Aylesbury's the other side of High Wycombe, isn't it? I don't know. Right now, I'm in the football mood, not in the geography mood. So it's
Here we
second
go now.
down, and they're gonna
And it's a
hand it
QB
off to
keeper.
keep it to 19. He's gonna
passes it out
throw it to the other team.
Oh my
and he's-
lord! And it
oh.
was almost a pick for the Saints. Oh my
That
lord!
number one almost came down with it, but there's a reason why he plays defensive back, I guess.
Oh my lord! If he would have caught that,
That would have
jeez
been-
Louise, that may have. I wouldn't say that that's ball game, but considering how quick this clock has been running,
would have been another turning point.
would have been an absolute
Would have been a
turning
turning point.
How long is left? Unfortunately, troubles we can't tell you because the referees are all down that side of the field. Can't go and ask one, I'm afraid.
I'm tempted to run down there and ask and put it on the microphone, but
They will shout at us if we
it
do
will
that.
never happen.
So it's going to be a pass if number 19. Ben Harris is there.
Here, as he's thrown, the ball is out and it's loose, and
So the ball was hit as he was thrown. Going to be interesting to see what the refs say there. I'm seeing some. So that was going to be an incomplete pass. Ben Harris hitting the QB and getting him down on that.
Are they going to mark that as incomplete?
I've seen the refs giving the incomplete signal. It's 4th down, and the South Wales Warriors are going to bring on
4th and goal
their kicking unit. You could hear them
From-
shout for it.
to 10. That was
Okay.
interesting because I thought
But what?
it looked like a fumble initially. Maybe the arm was coming forward, but initially when I saw it, it looked
Right.
like a fumble.
People
So
who are
I thought-
watching, what do you think? What do you think that was? Here we go. The South Wales Warriors to even this score up deep into the 4th.
Oh my
Oh
goodness!
my God! It bounces off the post.
Off the
We've
left-
seen a
Off the left
dinger
upright and out.
and left upright and out, and the Saints. We don't know how long is left on the clock, but the Saints are still in
Easily-
the lead.
Easily had the yards, but he just hooked it.
Oh,
Just hooked it.
and the kicker was on the floor. He couldn't believe it. This game is not over yet by any stretch of the imagination. Nobody has won or lost this game until the final whistle. It's not like all the way out there. It's
It's always
3-0.
like that, you know, but I guess both teams have missed a field goal now, so
But do you know what? Do you know what I'd say
There's
for the
your one.
Saints? Do not get overconfident.
do not get over it, because we've seen their defense. Their defense have held them out. The defense have held them and literally got them out of jail a couple of times, but their offense has literally thrown them straight back in there.
But they need to not go overconfident. That is the key here.
So what would you say? A run or pass? Or
Run.
what would you run?
Run.
Would you run?
Run.
There's a motion here.
And the one thing the Saints need is they need to get a low snap from Folds again.
And he's going to run it. He's going to lose a couple of yards there. He couldn't get out to the edge.
Gonna lose yards.
There we are. Aylesbury Spartans are a flag team. It is north of Wickham.
I thought they were because I've never not heard that team. Seems that ball is gonna come back for a loss of 1.
Because I remember going to somewhere in Aylesbury when I used to run track, because there was a club called like Aylesbury Vale something, I don't know. But that's what I remember from that area. So
I don't remember anything.
Oxford get a first down, clock management.
Yeah, Coach Ross is absolutely right. 100% right. Coach Ross, I wish that we could go and have a word with some refs, ask what the clock is, but they are all the way down there, and I don't like interrupting those referees. They don't like me interrupting them.
Is Coach Ross a free agent?
Well, he will. I think he actually is, yeah.
Sounds like he knows his
Swallowed
stuff,
up.
and that was absolutely swallowed.
And swallowed up here. This is Lincolnshire Bombers Hall of Famer Ben Harris. Yeah, all right. Luke, I feel as though I give enough love to Ben. It's not like I'm not. It's not like I'm out here not giving love to Ben Harris. But let's get back to the game now. A big sack there from the South Wales Warriors, or at least a loss of yardage.
It's just like, you know,
But I think that was a bad snap because it seems to be that I've just seen Connor Folds. He's on the sideline now, so there's going to be a backup centre.
it's got
For
to be,
the
because the
Saints.
past few snaps have been a bit low, and it's really given South Wales this opportunity. You know,
One more.
they've just been swallowing up these sacks.
And as of no 2-minute warning as yet, Coach Ross. But one bad snap and this game's not over for the Saints, but it's not that difficult.
Slings that deep out for the slant, and it's just
Overhead.
behind the receiver.
Great looking ball, but that was hands up in the air, and it's going to be the punt unit is now going to take the field for the Oxford Saints, and if this punt is spectacular, who knows? But the thing is that the defence for the Saints is what is winning them this game. But and the defence are going to have to go back onto the field one
Definitely,
more
it
time.
is backs against the wall for their defence right now.
This game is still anyone's game, and I'll keep saying it.
They just need Oxford's offense just needs to be able to stay on the field, even just half a drive. Let's see if we can get a high snap.
Boot away, high.
Interesting punt, doesn't go, and it's taken a horrible bounce.
South Wales bounce. Not amazing for the Saints. Oxford need a booming punt, and Coach Russ, they did not get it.
I think if this is college, this is already in field goal range.
Well, do you see that? The South Wales Warriors kicker banged it off the post. It's not like he blew it wide.
He had the leg because he didn't look like he was going full pelt. He looked like he was sort of just chipping it into the. It's just a shame he was a bit too far left.
But ladies and gentlemen, again, I've not seen any 2-minute warning calls.
For all we know, there could be 3 minutes, there could be 13 minutes.
And it's going to be a change of QB, I believe that's.
Back to 18 now at quarterback.
And Milburn is back in. Max Milburn is back in at QB.
17 runs a fade, and the ball goes the other way to number 11, and he's well defended by number 3 there. He's got his hands out looking for.
You heard the call. You heard the calls of ref. 2nd and 10 here for the Saints. Both teams need something. It's 3-0 in the fourth quarter. What? 3-0 in the fourth?
3-0. That's less than a point a quarter.
And again, it's back to the statistic that we had earlier that the Saints haven't scored in the fourth quarter of this game, and they'll be looking to make sure the South Wales Warriors don't score in any quarter of this game.
Definitely. I mean,
a bruisey number 2 in.
Definitely, their defense feels it's going to feel confident, but I've seen
Ben Harris
a few incidences where players have been. That one there's broken up there again by Hiscock on number 13.
And
well defended there.
And it's going to be a 3rd down. Timeout.
If I'm the South Wales quarterback, I'm looking to my right, because I know he's thrown to his left the past couple of times, but this receiver on the right seemed to be able to get outside and get a bit of space. It's a one-on-one.
Oh my God! And the Shropshire Revolution seem to have pulled off a miraculous comeback. It's the end of the Q3 for Shropshire Revolution versus Lee Miners. They were down by 23 points. Shropshire Revolution 33, Lee Miners 32, and that's at the end of Q3.
I want to see the highlights to that game.
That's mad. Well done. Well, again, the game's not over yet. Whoever wins that game deserves to win that game.
I want to see the highlights. We need live updates.
Wow.
Get someone on the sideline with their phone out or something.
Ryan, can you tell me who's the home team for that? I don't have a full recollection of everyone's fixtures. Milburn back. Unfortunately, the referee is standing in the way.
What I said, now all the receivers are to the left.
Milburn's looking to throw. 3rd down.
Throws it deep to 17, and that's going to be.
And that is broken up. Ball's on the floor. Oh dear! I've still not. The referee's had a timeout, but I don't think that was a 2-minute warning. But
no, not a 2-minute warning.
Revolution at home. Okay. If Dom Sims number 14 still plays for the Revolution, tell him that he's not very good at football and his hair's bad. His hair is bad. He stole my haircut. And my haircut's not even that good. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a few turning points in this game so far, and this is another one.
I told the quarterback to throw to his right, and he's taken all the receivers from the right and put them all on his left. Now he can't. All right, do you know what? I want him to run to the right now.
Milburn's got it.
He's not going to do that.
He's
gonna
looking
get
to throw,
sacked.
and
He's going to get taken down by 96.
and that's a sack for the Saints. Oh my lord! And the offense for the Saints are going to come back onto the field
with better field position than they had before.
Ooh, this game. Woo.
Talk about a handicap.
Gee. Don't know how long is left on the clock. May go and have an ask, but I don't really want to go down there and get in anyone's way.
How much is left on the clock? What the fuck am I?
I'll try and grab someone just quickly while they're discussing. It was before the turnover. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're all wrong. The 2-minute warning has happened. It happened after the second down on that last drive. 2-minute warning has happened.
It has happened.
Has happened.
Just under 2 minutes to go.
Less than 2 minutes to go here, and the Saints are on offense.
They can really shoot out the clock. If they need a first down, I think they need a first down here.
This is very, 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 very interesting here in Oxford.
A half-a-yard run wasn't the best way to start, but I think we're going to see slow play calls now. They're going to just slow the pace down.
They're going to milk it.
Absolutely milk it.
I believe it's 3-3 for the timeouts, not on the scoreboard. But the Saints need to not get squeaky bum time and realise that this is they could win a game here if everyone just keeps their heads and plays this game like it was the first quarter.
I think that ball came loose for a second.
That ball came loose. You heard South Wales screaming on it.
Hearts were in their mouths for a second, because if they had lost that and South Wales had gone on to score.
See some players with their hands on their heads on the Oxford sideline.
Just shows how quickly these games can turn.
But so here's something interesting. 3-0. You've got a 3rd and 14. Are you going to play this safe and put your defence back on the field? Or are you going to try and do something here? Because
I'm going to try and do something.
What play
I
call?
drag my nuts along the floor and try and do something. Because I know that you can trust your defence as long as possible, but like anything can happen. It's the last play of the game. I'm not doing that to start with. I don't know what he's doing, but in this situation now, max protect, try and get the best punt I possibly can. That's what I'm doing.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The South Wales Warriors are going to get the ball back with under 2 minutes remaining in a 3-0 game. This could very well be either heartbreak in Oxford or jubilation for South Wales. There is only one way this ends, or it ends in a draw.
Or heartbreak or jubilation for the other teams the opposite way.
And it's a punt.
It's going to be a fake. Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
The
game's done.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, that may have been the smartest play I've seen, because I didn't realise
ladies and gentlemen.
That was the game.
The final whistle has been called. Ladies and gentlemen.
I think they knew that was the last play. They knew that was the last play, and he did it deliberately. Because
the clock's all the way down there for the referees. We weren't aware of it. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oxford Saints 3,
South Wales Warriors 0, and the Saints put that first W on the board.
Oxford takes a W.
Well, we need to sit down and talk about some of this. So, both these teams very, very evenly matched. I think that's fair to say, but it comes down to one field goal. I said earlier, when Oxford missed their first field goal, that could be the deciding factor of this game. Mm-hmm. But it seems to be that South Wales having a ball dinged off that post is what has put...
That post is going to be
that post is going to be torn down by the Saints and memorialised that's the best. Is that MVP?
That picture of the post is going to be there. Their first film review session.
Ladies and gentlemen, the MVP of this game, that post,
the left upright.
The left upright is the MVP for this game. The Oxford Saints have won a game.
That kid on the scooter was going down the field faster than someone.
Oh, Jesus. Well, we're going to try and get some people to. We're going to get some people to talk about. I don't know who we're going to get. We're going to get some people. Mike's coming over.
We'll get someone.
But Mike's coming. 3-0. 3-0 here in Abingdon. I drove an hour for a 3-0 game. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I guess I'm lucky I only live down the road because.
Both teams, fine to the end, both teams were in it for right until the end, but
I was so convinced that the floodgates were going to open in the second half.
So much for non-biased commentary. What do you mean? I didn't realise that the clock was expiring.
We were very
I thought we were very
impartial.
I thought we were very impartial. It's honestly a lethal game, and it's more so that I was surprised because every time we've covered the Saints, they've not won a game.
I'm more confused as to. I want to know what game is lethal.
No, I think it's just a gaming channel.
Oh. Yeah, what games?
What games do you play?
What games you got? You got games on your phone?
What are your thoughts on it, Mike?
Tommy Wilson says,
one of those interesting things is head coach for Oxford was saying we were a little bit of a jinx for them. I only saw the Warriors play one game last week, and that was against Portsmouth Dreadnoughts when the Warriors lost 3-0 to a field goal.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, great performance.
And the losing streak is over for the Saints. I don't know who we're going to interview. We've given the MVP to the left upright. Okay, so put that in your books, left upright. But that's big. That's big. And don't get me wrong, I think in this division it's probably going to go the way of the Cheetahs, but shakes things up a bit as
the Cheetahs are strong. And they continue to get stronger, and they've got a good base, a good run game, a good.
As I believe these.
I don't know what their weak point is.
I believe these seems to have the same record, 1-3 now. I believe
that's correct. Yeah, it looks like one of those is where this team's going to meet again, and unfortunately, it could be the relegation battle from this division.
It very well could be, and that obviously that's taking place in South Wales, so it'll be a very, very interesting game. I mean, we're not there for it, but it'll be interesting. But interesting for both offences. Again, the defence has been the star of the show. The defence is again just very, very evenly matched game, and it was just one field goal has done it here.
It's quite interesting when you think about it that for field goals, I think both teams collectively are 1 for 4.
No, it's not amazing.
This game was a lot tighter than it should have.
Yeah, 100%. But this team now, I mean, seeing the Oxford Saints come in, live streaming a lot of their games sort of week in and week out, and seeing the sad faces. Obviously, sometimes you don't get to see the sad faces when you play these games, but you see them sort of drop. So it's good to see smiles here, but in a 3-0 game, I'm sure that there are some Oxford Saints players right now who are walking across the field, and I bet you they don't believe it either. I bet you they don't believe that they've managed to pull off a 3-0 win here in Abingdon Bank Holiday. I imagine some of these boys are about to go and have some very, very cold, hops-based beverages. But 3-0. The head coach there saying that the curse of Sport Tank is finally over with their 3-0 win. Here you go. We'll try and get the head coach over. I'm sure everyone's happy. I'll try and get some of the people over.
We'll keep the camera locked on him.
I don't know who I'd put for MVP, if I'm honest. It's sometimes they see it as a cop out when you say the defence, but it's got to be the defence of the Oxford Saints. You know, just being able to do it very, very well. That goal line stand at the end won them the game. Absolutely fantastic play, and and you know what? It's good that that's caught on camera, because again, it's more so we've seen the Saints lose and then lose and then lose and then now win in a 3-0 game. And as far as I'm concerned, if that's not interesting television for your Sunday afternoons, I don't know what is.
It's a low-scoring game, but it was a really, really hard-fought contest. As you may have heard Coach shout then, the sport tank curse is broken.
So watch it now. I wouldn't be surprised if now the Saints have broken the alleged... It's not real, ladies and gentlemen, watching, if you want us to come down here. It's not real. But
it's not like we came down here and we cast the spell.
One team loses in every game we cover.
Yeah, one team does lose in every game we cover, yeah. We'll try and talk to people. They're probably going to have a big old shout and holler and try and leave the field nice and quickly.
Yeah, Coach will be coming over for interview in a minute.
I'm going to grab Ben. I will love talking to Ben. Ben, why have you done this? All of you, why have you done this? Why have you won this? I never thought that when we started this live streaming journey, get an interview with Connor Folds. Chubba's won, get an interview with the left upright. No, interview him, I didn't say he was MVP.
You see, as close as we can get to this left upright, that was about the spot where we had the dink. So left upright, tell us how you feel about getting involved in the game-winning action.
Yeah, you got doink and dink.
That was fantastic. You heard it live. A word from the left upright.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there, the left upright. Oh, good. I don't want to talk to Connor. I'll talk to Connor. Why'd you get injured? What'd you do? When are we getting a minors stream? To be fair, I wouldn't even mind doing a minors stream, if I'm completely honest. I'm not joking.
Streaming minors, what?
No. The Lee minors.
No, Ryan, you knew exactly what you were doing.
I can't believe you've done that to me. Right, well. Right, well, I now can't do this because I've now got a criminal record. Awful. I can't believe I fell for that. Awful. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe that. That's really funny. I've never even thought about it like that either. So we're going to tell you.
Most valuable post.
So mine is at Lincoln next week. No, Luke, because we've got a schedule. We literally have a schedule. I mean, you can promote it on streams. There will be Lee Miners at the Lincolnshire Bombers next week if you want to go down to, I forget the rugby club in North Hykeham, but you can go down there and watch it. So next week, ladies and gentlemen, we will be following the Oxford Saints
again
as they go to Rushmore. But with that, we'll be doing 3 games that day. The Rushmore Knights versus the Oxford Saints. In the under-19s, the Hertfordshire Cheetahs versus the Rushmore Knights. And for the first time, we're going to have 2 streams on the go at once. As I'm not going to be in Rushmore for Rushmore versus the Saints. I'm going to be in Bristol as the Aztecs take on the Cambridgeshire Cats.
Okay.
So, and I'm looking forward to that. It'll be a good game. Let's see, do I need anything else? Steve talking to me about things I need. Let's have a look. Jamie Scarrett keeps messaging me and I don't know why, because I'm trying to do my job.
I want you to come join Oxford Saints. Come join the Saints. No, he doesn't play for the Saints anymore, does he? He left.
Yeah, he plays for the Aztecs.
He's at the Aztecs. I forgot. He used to play for the Saints when I was in.
So here we go. Listen, we're going to break it down. 2-minute warning. The London Hornets 24, Norwich Devils 26. They've done a comeback.
Norwich Devils are beating London Hornets.
By 2, yeah.
Interesting.
So 2 minutes ago from James, 32-31 to the Shropshire Revolution. And unfortunately there was a player who was taken away in an ambulance in the DC Presence versus Doncaster Mustangs game, which it seems to be that DC are 24-21 up. Fair enough to the DC Presidents. Nothing on East Kent Mavericks score, unfortunately. Full-time Rushmore beat the Apache 16-14.
Interesting.
Clyde Valley Blackhawks, let's have a look. Clyde Valley Blackhawks 7, Goliaths 0 as it stands right now. Nope, 14-7 to Clyde Valley.
2-minute warning was a minute ago for
So,
Devils.
oh, both of you. Yeah, both of them. I'm just doing out the scores now. So,
Big score there.
it's 6. They did, yeah. 26-7. Yes. Swindon beat Ouse Valley 26-7. Colchester and East Essex go to a 10-10 draw, alongside the other draw we've had, which is Glasgow Tigers 20, Highland Stags 20. And here we go, and this is one you'll be looking forward to, Kwame. Olympians 64, Spartans 3.
Impressive there.
Let me just do one
Can't
more,
lie.
I
Big shout out to
believe.
London Olympians there.
Scunthorpe 65, Lancashire 0. Romans 34, Knights 0. Unfortunately, another injured player has made the game be called. Staffordshire Surge 38, Crew 0. And that seems to be all of them we've got so far. So we're going to have a talk with.
I believe so.
We're going to have a talk to Oxford Saints. I'm going to get the branded mic. Look at the branded mic.
Give it to the man.
You're the one who got
You're the man.
So, first win, another bank holiday. Always good. No, I've already not put it on. So, obviously, how does it feel to win a game?
Relieving.
Relieving. Especially like with it, in the manner that it was. How are you feeling as like sort of leaders of the offense?
I just usually catch balls.
Yeah.
It's like I said, Franz only drove down so we can get those 3 points, and I just kept it alive after that. So, yeah.
No, I just feel that first of all it's a relief getting that first win. It's a relief getting that first win, and like obviously a bit down bad the fact that I went down and had to put Chris in this spot, but he got up to the challenge and he led the team perfectly. So hopefully everything will be all right when we go back and play against Rushmore, but we'll see how this takes us. Yeah.
So, well, because we were like so busy commentating, how tense was it on the Oxford sideline? Basically for the whole game.
Tense.
That fumble down there, my heart jumped out my chest. I was like, just get on it. But yeah, it's like the tension you can feel, like, but our defense has been like performing all year. Like they are a solid defense. It's like it's up to us to start moving the ball more, and hopefully we're starting to do that. Like we've had some sustained drives, so it's just stuff to build on really from today.
So what do you think you're going to be able to take away from this game to sort of show the rest of the league that, or rest of this division, that the Saints aren't out by any stretch of the imagination?
I think it's consistency. That's been our problem. Just carry on, just getting first downs and moving down the field. I think.
Yeah, I think a lot of us felt that it was just that last stretch that was failing for us to get the win, and I don't know. It's kind of like an effect that we were always expecting. We were so close, and a lot of times it just all came down to the last minute. This game also came down to the last minute, but fortunately we managed to get away with the win. So I think this was like the crucial moment that will let us now keep driving and get some more wins, hopefully.
So Bank holiday. You've just picked up your first win of the season. What are you doing tonight?
There you go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go and grab the head coach. I want to go and talk to Ben Harris because I always want to talk to Ben Harris. And I'm going to try and not get this T-shirt on camera.
Please don't.
Please don't. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Just walk over and give me the mic. I can't reach and go and get it.
All right, thank you.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. We're going to go and grab the. We're going to go and grab the HC.
Sport tank. How are you, gentlemen?
Whoa! I don't worry about how we are. How are you? Because I imagine that whole game was tense, and also the cameras. Let me move over to the camera because that's probably better. That'd be much professional, Chris. Let's just move over here.
Want to get the full expression when I tell you
Yeah.
it's just another football game. What you do on Sunday?
All the way.
All the way. It's just the way it is. Well,
Are you going to give us cliches now?
no, I'm not going to give you cliches. It's just the way it is. So if we make that field goal, which Joe can make from that distance, if we don't have the gap come flying through like that, it's 6 and I look really brilliant. If that field goal attempt, they go and boink off the outside, goes inside and through, I look like a complete tit, don't I? It's football. Lovely game. It was a great game. Great game because both sides knew this is their season here. There's no secret. We're on the bottom. They're maybe on the bottom. They got that win against the Bobcats, so we're one behind. Now we're one up because we're head to head. That game down in Wales. I'm not going to tell you your business, but you want to telegraph. Tells you how old I am. A game this season. Get your asses down to Wales for that one when we meet them in July or whatever it is, because that's going to be a beast of a game. Massive.
So what do you think? What do you think this game is going to tell, not only South Wales but the rest of the division?
Nothing. Nothing. You're going to look at that and you're going to go, one Muppet team scored 3 points and the other incompetent bunch of Muppets couldn't score 3. Who's going to pay attention to that? The Cheetahs, who score on average 35 plus? No. Rushmore, they'll just sit there and go, whatever. Bobcats are going to go, yeah, well, we did that. We dealt with that. Bristol, we played Bristol tight. They've played Bristol tight. I'm not going to teach Bristol anything they don't know about us already. The only thing it's going to show people is that we got a run game now and that we've transitioned. And this is the biggest thing that I'm so proud of these guys about. We started out with one philosophy because that's what we had. Those are the players we had, and that was what we were going to be. We were going to be an air raid offense. People get hurt. We get different players. We get a run game. We got Victor Ofu here. We got Rob Abel. We got our O-line that's finally matured and coming along, and it's starting to click. And, you saw what they were able to produce today in terms of a good run game, nice, steady game controlling kind of thing. And, that's hard. And it just shows, one, the dedication they've got to learn the game. And secondly, it's a team with a pretty good football IQ because we can get them to do these things and it doesn't take them by surprise and they get in there and they do the business. So I'm hugely, if it tells anybody anything, it's that the Saints, are a pretty good team in terms of being able to adapt to what's there.
So with that, I'll let you get back to your team. But one more question, as it's a bank holiday, what are you doing tonight?
What am I doing tonight?
Yeah, how are
I'm
you
gonna
celebrating?
Go home. I'm going to go to Papa John's. I'm going to get 2 extra large pizzas, 1 Greek, 1 double pepperoni, and then I'm going to go home, walk the dogs, have pizza, put the little 6.5-year-old to bed, read a book. And for once, when I walk through the door and they say, how did you do? I don't have to say, well, we played good, but we lost. And then I'm going to say, we won. And then they're going to go, what? That's what I'm going to do tonight.
You mean they're not watching the live stream?
No, they're probably not.
So with that, I've got no more questions.
No, just congratulations, Coach.
I'll let you get back to
Thank you very much. And
what I'm sure is going to be some revelry
thanks
for
for
them.
putting us on again, for this time for the right reasons.
Well, you won't have to wait long because next week we will be in Rushmore for the Oxford Saints as we keep following the Saints.
I think we should start charging you guys a bloody royalty fee or something. That'd be good.
Every time you win, yeah.
Every time we win.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you then. Have a good rest of the long weekend.
Cheers, Coach.
Thanks a lot.
Congratulations.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cool. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to do it. Yeah. If you know why the shirt's funny, you know why the shirt's funny, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week, where we will be streaming 3 games next week. We've got the under-19s in Rushmore as the Knights take on the Cheetahs. Then we will be continuing to follow the Oxford Saints as they take on the Rushmore Knights. But not only that, we will have Premiership action coming at you, as I will be taking myself down to Bristol to see the Aztecs play at the Cambridgeshire Cats. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, from Mike, who's not been on camera very much, he's been on camera, so thank you very much, Mike. From Kwame, from the Oxford Saints, from the South Wales Warriors, thank you very much. Enjoy your bank holiday, and don't get too drunk, but join us back here next week.